Well, all across the country, people hit the streets in protest of the decision following the Breonna Taylor case. The protest in Louisville, though, took a violent turn when 2 police officers were shot. Authorities say 1 suspect is in custody and the officers are expected to be okay. Protests also took place right here in North Texas. Hannah Davis live this morning in Dallas. And Hannah, the protest in Dallas continued, we understand, until late in the evening.
Yeah, good morning, Kara. Earlier this morning, I was saying that Breonna Taylor doesn't live here in North Texas, but I got a tweet from a viewer saying this is connected so much. She said Breonna Taylor does live here in North Texas, and her name was a Tatiana Jefferson, showing how this issue really is across the board and across the country. Let's take a look at the protests across DFW, starting in Fort Worth. Yesterday, the Fort Worth protests were relatively small, about 24 people marching through downtown Fort Worth with signs chanting Breonna Taylor's name and calling for justice. In Dallas, however, the group was much larger, a couple hundred people marching through downtown, going back and forth from City Hall to the Dallas Police Department headquarters with signs chanting Breonna Taylor's name, chanting out "No justice, no peace" in reaction to the charges filed against 1 officer, those charges not in connection to the death of Breonna Taylor inside her own home. This morning, we're getting reports that the protests ended in Fort Worth around 8:30, here in Dallas around 10:30, 11:30, maybe even midnight. Protesters say they will continue to march and work for change. This last episode, just another example of something that they want to change. Back to you, Mark.
All right, thank you very much for that, Hannah. Former Officer Brett Hankinson was indicted on 3 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment for allegedly putting Taylor's neighbors in danger the night that she was killed. So to help put this case and the grand jury's decision in perspective, I want to say good morning to attorney and SMU adjunct clinical professor Eric Cedillo joining us live. Thank you again for waking up with us, sir.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Now, I want to correct something I said earlier, that Breonna Taylor was asleep when she was shot. She and her boyfriend were asleep when the police officers arrived. She was awake when she ended up getting shot. But I think the reason a lot of folks are upset about this is she's an innocent bystander in all this. She wasn't accused of a crime. We now see the charge for wanton endangerment. Could there be more charges to come, civil charges or federal charges?
Well, I believe that's the question. I think the FBI is investigating. I think they're looking at the possibility of some official oppression or some other thing. The warrant is of concern. How they acquired the warrant, why they acquired it. It's my understanding that the police officers knew or believed that Breonna Taylor was the only one in the apartment complex at the time. So why the no-knock warrant? Why the busting down of the door? She had no criminal history. It was a situation that was incredibly concerning in terms of how they acquired the warrant. So that'll be something that hopefully the FBI looks a little bit deeper into, and I think we'll get some enlightenment, some information from them over the next few weeks.
The Louisville City Council voted unanimously to eliminate the use of those no-knock warrants. Does that complicate the legal matters in this case at all?
I don't think it complicates it. I think it's something that each municipality or city should be looking at in terms of whether or not it's in the best interest to have those. Of course, police officers want to have the ability to have the upper hand, but this was a situation that was a little bit different. This wasn't an arrest warrant for a dangerous criminal. It was a search warrant, and they believe Breonna was the only one in the apartment complex. Again, no history, no criminal history. So why the no-knock warrant? Why the busting down of the door? Those are questions that hopefully, again, will be answered by the FBI in the coming weeks.
How does the Castle Doctrine or stand your ground laws in Kentucky apply in this case?
Well, as you know, Mr. Walker, the boyfriend of Breonna, the one who shot the officer as he came through the door, was initially charged with attempted murder on the police officers, and that charge was eventually dropped. Someone busts down the door and you don't know who it is. Of course, you have the ability to, if you believe you're in fear for your life, you have the ability to defend yourself. So I think that is the conclusion that they reached. But by like token, the police officers were shot at, and because of that, they were considered justifiably able to respond in kind. And I think that's the conclusion that the AG's office drew, and probably what they submitted to the grand jury, and why we don't see most likely a murder or a manslaughter charge against them.
All right, Eric Cedillo, thank you very much for your time this morning. Going to send it back to Kara.
Well, while the nation has its eyes on the Breonna Taylor case, the family of a Tatiana Jefferson is dealing with their loss. The murder case against the officer who killed Jefferson has been stagnant now for months, and it has almost been 1 year since her death. After the indictment of former officer Brett Hackinson and Tatiana's sister spoke on their feelings about the decision.
It is sad that so many people have lost their lives and change still has not been made. We all just want justice for our loved one.
Ashley and her sister Amber Carr support the protests, but the chants around the country they say will go unheard unless people vote. They hope change is made to shorten the list of those losing loved ones and waiting on justice. Now, as this case continues to develop, we will continue to update you on the latest information surrounding it. Be sure to watch Midday as well as our evening coverage. You can always stay up to date with our app. We'll send out push alerts with any important information and at WFAA.com. Back into you.